All right, today we're going to go through changing columns and also the particle filters on the Inogen G3. And this will be also a good video for also the G3 1 to 4 version. This is the G3 high flow I have here with me today, but both will be the exact same procedure except for the particle filters are slightly different. First thing you'll need is obviously your Inogen G3 concentrator. You'll need your new set of G3 columns, your AC power cord for your concentrator to plug it in. And then also if you're going to replace the particle filters, you just have that set available as well. Otherwise, if you're just going to take them off and clean, that'll be perfectly fine as well. This will run you through both of those. So first step is if you have the battery on your G3 concentrator, you're going to want to take that off. Because in order to remove the columns, they're actually going to slide out through the bottom of the concentrator. And if you couldn't tell already, so the columns are the two silver pieces on each side here. To remove them, so you're going to want to turn your concentrator over. And you'll notice in your new G3 column pair, they're going to include this little pry tool. Sometimes it's a little tough to get these out, so it will be helpful to be able to use this as well. So with one hand, so we'll work on this left side here first. So this is the latch. We're gonna use one finger to hold that latch down. With our other hand, we're gonna take our handy pry tool here, put it in between the column and your G3 here, and we're just gonna pop it up. So it releases just like that. So that's our first one. We're gonna repeat it on the other side here. So hold that latch open, pry tool, pop it up. So we'll set those aside. I cannot stress this enough. Make sure you separate your G3 columns from your new ones. I have seen people do this where they mix up their new columns with their old columns, put them back in, they're still having issues. So please make sure you set them somewhere separate from your new columns. That way you don't mix up one or both of them when you're putting them back in. All right, next step is we're gonna grab your new set of columns. First thing we wanna do here, so you're gonna have a cap on each column, both on the top and bottom. So we're gonna remove these black ones down here, set those aside, and then remove the ones off the top as well. We do occasionally get people saying that the new columns do not fit. A lot of times it's because those caps were left on before putting them back in. So to reinsert, it doesn't matter which one they go in, either one is perfectly fine. I'm gonna put this first one in over here. So I'm gonna line it up with there, push it down, make sure this clicks and locks back into place. So you hear that nice click and lock. And the second one, there we go. So both are clicked and locked into place now. All right, so with the new columns installed, we're going to plug it into the AC power supply. Do not power the device on. We're going to leave it off for this step. So now we're going to push and hold down the light bulb button for about 5 or 6 seconds. We're going to see words come up on the display. So 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 7 1000, 8 1000. So now we see it says mode select sieve reset. So now we're going to push the bell button. That's going to be our enter button. So we're letting the machine know we're going to reset those columns. And it says sieve reset success. So that lets us know the device accepted the reset procedure. And now we can hit the power button and that should shut the screen off. So now with the new columns in the device, I'm just going to go ahead and show you how to replace the particle filters if you want to go to that step as well. So with the G3, it's very easy. So again, this is the G3 high flow. This one has harder plastic particle filters that are on the top. You'll know if you have a G3 1 to 4 or low flow because they'll actually be more of a rubber and they'll be actually down here. They changed the design slightly to get this up to an extra setting. For the rubber ones, those just peel right off. You can run them with warm soapy water, dry them, put them back on. Again, they just push right on the bottom. For this is the G3 high flow again. So this is a hard plastic on here. So there's a little latch on the bottom of the particle filter. So we're just going to push up on the particle filter and pull out slightly to remove it. And same with the other one. And again, this should be done about weekly for the particle filters. And you'll see dust and debris typically build up on these pretty quickly. So you can just run them with warm soapy water and then dry them off and then put them back on your concentrator. And then to reinsert them, again, just put them on through the top there and then push on the bottom. Make sure it clicks, locks into place. So put it in through the top, push it down, click, lock it into place. So that is your basic maintenance for your Inogen G3. I hope this video was helpful for you in getting those changed. And if you get that, it's going to tell you the message to get those replaced as service soon comes up. Usually gives you about 30 days on your concentrator to get those replaced. But if you give us a call, we'll get those shipped off right away for you. Make sure we get them to you before they go bad. So if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out to our service team. We're also happy to answer any other questions from there.